What's going on, guys? Detached here, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be taking a look at Ghost Recon's Wildlands open beta that just premiered this last weekend. I've put about 10 to 15 hours into the game, and guys, I have to say I am extremely impressed with what Ubisoft has done. They have made the game feel very interactive. So let's jump into this review and I'll give you my thoughts on what I think, because unfortunately I wasn't able to play the closed beta and I don't really have a good comparison on what the game feels like from then till now, but I've played quite a few of the Ghost Recon games and this has a very similar feel to a big hybrid mix of things. So starting right off the bat, you are dropped into this massive open world, and you are a elite special forces team that has been charged with taking out basically the mafia in Bolivia and the surrounding area. Really, what we get to see is two portions of a very, very large map. Now, I don't know exactly how big it is, but I do know the two areas that we were given over this last weekend were absolutely ginormous. So you being this special forces elite team, it's you and you get to run with 3 others. So you can have a raid team of 4, and you can either play as a solo player and you get 3 other AI members to come in and join your team, and they run with you. You can control your squad, you can give them commands, they will fight with you, or you can jump into a actual open world selective mission base. You can run those different missions that are in the world. You can actually connect with other players in the game. A lot of what they've done with this is taken the open world and they've meshed it with a story base that gives you missions to go complete, but then you have these different factions throughout the world. You've got the Unidad, which makes up basically the Bolivian police / army. They're the bad guys, basically. You've also got the Bolivian mafia, per se. And then you have the rebels. Of course, you can side with this faction. You can go help them out by doing missions and gain reputation with them. And you can continue to build that relationship by helping them out. And the farther you help them out, the more things you do for them, the more they support you, the more they come and fight with you. So there's a very diverse playstyle. You can be a run and gunner, you can be a sniper, you can customize your player to just about any type of playstyle you want. And you get the benefit of both a story-based mission style game and a very open world, roam wherever you feel style game. Now, when you take those two types of game styles and you mix them together, you end up with exactly what Ubisoft has given us here. They've given us a play style. No matter what we want, we can go do it. We can have a ton of fun. And I won't lie, guys, the game mechanics, the graphics, the overall playstyle, the feel of the game is very immersive. The customization level inside this game is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, we're talking down to not just your cosmetic features of the way your character looks, the way he feels, the way he moves, the armor, the clothing, the tattoos, the color of the eyes. I mean, it's very immersive in that feature. But the biggest thing is the customization level of your weapons. It breaks your weapons down into customization of the stock, the barrel, the silencer, the barrel size. I mean, you name it, it's pretty much customizable on what you have, what you want, and it's littered throughout the world of different ammo, different weapon styles, different accessories that you can put on your weapons. It's just a matter of going out and actually finding that gear to use on your weapons. Now, on top of all the weapon customization and the open world feel, the vehicles in this game were exciting to use because you had cars, you had trucks, you had military vehicles, you had rebel vehicles that had been stolen, you had airplanes and helicopters, both commercial, and you had military grade helicopters that had everything from rockets to miniguns on them. And like I said, it's open world, so you can hop in, you can steal whatever vehicle you want, you can drive and ride whatever vehicle you want. The cool part was the AI, if you run with them, whatever vehicle you're in, whether it be plane, helicopter, a truck, whatever it is, they actually hop into the vehicle with you, and it works, and they sound just like an actual military special forces team. They help watch your back. They help give commands, and that's the cool piece about the AI is you do have a customization level with the menu of how you can control your AI and give them commands specifically on what you want them to do. Whether it's scout an area, whether it is engage an enemy or take down a specific target that you've marked, there is tons of stuff in this game to experience. Like I said, I put 10 to 15 hours in the beta so far, and I felt like I had not covered but maybe 10% of one of the maps that were open. The playable area that they give you, I would say, looks comparable to maybe a Skyrim-sized map. The map size that we get is so big, so I'm anxious to see what it actually looks like when the game releases. And by all means, this is not a review of the game itself on what it should be. This is just my thoughts on the beta, so I will be doing a review once the game releases, and we'll be doing some video content on the mission, the story, the actual gameplay once it releases. So be on the lookout for that. Check that out once it releases. Now, one thing that I did like so far about this game is it, like I said, it has kind of a hybrid mixture to it. So it has a little bit of that Far Cry feel to it with the open world feel. You can roam wherever you want, like a Grand Theft Auto. You're stealing cars, you're using the environment for whatever you want, but then you also have this Ghost Recon mixture. The movement feels a lot like Tom Clancy's The Division, but it also has kind of the old feel from some of the earlier Ghost Recon games. The menu customization is really what takes you into the special forces. I'm the elitist soldier, a lot like some of the previous Ghost Recon games that we've seen. There are multiple tiers of customizations within that menu. You have everything from a personal drone that you carry with you that you can launch to detect enemies, highlight missions, survey an area to find out what's around you, whether it's littered with enemies, whether it is safe to go through. You can customize its battery life, its radio signal so it can go farther, down to the minute details of things like that. Other things that you can add on become basically like a trait point. So you take these trait points and you can upgrade your specific character to have better gear, such as your grenades, the ammo that you use. The abilities can be upgraded as well, such as you can have parachutes for your planes or your helicopters and you want to fly over an area and jump out. You can use those different abilities, and the cool part is there are specific hideouts, missions, and locations throughout the map that you can select, and it's not a mission per se that you have to kill somebody. It may be in a heavy guarded area, but it becomes a location that has a skill point that you can go and find this consumable, and you have an instant trait point to upgrade whatever type of gear you want. It's that type of detail in the game that I really enjoyed this last weekend, so I'm very anxious to see where the final product ends up, what we really get when this game comes out. I am super excited, one, because the map, I said, is huge, and I think when we get the game, the entire map becomes open, really all you have to do, I think, is discover that region and it opens up for you. I would say right off the bat, really my only complaint so far with the game is the menu system, and the overall game is a bit overwhelming when you first jump in, because it is such a large area and there are so many things to look at and do. It becomes, I think, a little hard to prioritize what you need to do. Now, we played through the missions that we were allowed to play for this open beta. It did not take a lot of time. It took, we spent about a day and a half running through the storyline, and the story was really good of what we got. You can go and accept one of the story missions, but you can also roam open free world, and it becomes very easy to start chasing those white rabbits and get sidetracked from what you're doing. I would say that's really the only downfall I can see if somebody is truly looking for a specific game type of, I want to play a story mission, I want to find out what this game really is, and play through that without having a lot of distractions. If that's the case, this isn't the game for you. This is truly an explorer's paradise, because you can go wherever you want. There are some zones that if you get into them, they do give you a time limit, and it's a kill zone if you go past that time limit. But for the most part, everything is open, including the watered areas in this open map. You can grab boats, you can parachute, you can dive into water. It is pretty much limitless what Ubisoft has given us. Now, for the most part, I would say this open beta gets an A+ with some extra bonus points. Now, some of the other cool features that I really liked is if you're running with an AI team, if you go down, then your AI team will actually pick you up. It seems that the AI is not stupid in this set, which is kind of cool. You can give them orders to surround you and protect you, and they will also they'll try to survive the best that they can. They won't engage if it's a ridiculous area. But if you go down, they actually come and revive you. And I thought that piece was very, very cool. So, like I said, I'm anxious to find out where this game goes. I'm looking forward to the release date and actually getting to jump in and play the entire thing. But until then, guys, I will continue to keep updated with where this game goes, and once it finally releases, we will be doing a series on the gameplay, a walkthrough of the missions, the how-tos, and we will dive into everything this game offers. But until that happens, guys, if you are brand new to the channel and you've not been here before and you enjoyed this video, drop me a like, send me a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you would like. We always love connecting with new people, and guys, thank you so much for all the support. The likes and shares and love that you guys have poured out this year have been absolutely amazing, and I would not do this channel if it wasn't for you all. So thank you all so very much, and guys, you all stay awesome, and don't forget, I'm Detached, and I'll see you in the next episode.